everybody, Howard here with fun blues rock riffs to learn, and this is number 9 in the series.
Number 9, number 9, number 9, number...
So, a couple of things out the gate. I'm in standard tuning, and this one is in the key of D, and it's in the style of Jimi Hendrix, that Cry of Love period. So I'm thinking freedom, straight ahead songs like that, okay? And again, I'm in standard tuning, and I'm using a Proco Rat distortion pedal straight into my Orange Crush 20 RT amplifier as usual. And so what I'll do is I'll just play it for you at tempo, and then we shall break it down bit by bit. Alright, so let's get right into it. As I mentioned, I'm in the key of D, and we open this riff up, the first riff, with a D7 sharp 9. Classic Jimi Hendrix. You can see the tab, but that's the 5th fret on the A string, 4th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the G string, and 6th fret on the B string. 5, 4, 5, 6. And we just jab at that chord, and then we get right into the riff. Okay, so let's break that down. After you hit the chord, we play the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 4th fret, and 5th frets on the 6th string. And there's a subtle use of muting on that, okay? Not really super heavy, but just enough to make it tight and slightly percussive. And you can do that with all downstrokes. And then we move to the 3rd fret on the A string. And then right here, you'll want to do some alternate stroking. Down, up, down. So we've got this nice and slow. Come back and hit the chord again. Play the same line. But instead of playing, we're going to play. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm fretting the G string at the 2nd fret, along with the 3rd fret D string. Hit both of those strings together, but then hammer the D string to the 4th fret, and then open D string. So that's the whole first riff off of D or the 1 chord. And then, of course, we want to move to the 4 chord, which in this case is a G7. Okay, and how I'm playing the G7 is like so. I'm fretting the 6th fret at the 3rd fret. With your first finger, skip a string, 3rd fret on the D string, and then 4th fret on the G string. So the A string is being muted out, okay? So you want to be sure to not swing any further with your pick down toward your feet, any further than the G string, right? That'll get you in there. And then we play the line that follows that. So you can see it's exactly the same. We've just moved it down, so to speak, down toward your toes, 1 set of strings. Now what changes is the tail end of that one, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm barring across the 3rd fret B string, 3rd fret G string, hit both of those strings simultaneously, and hammer to the 4th fret on the G string. And then 5th fret on the D string, okay? So for that G7 chord, we have... All right, so let's put all of that together. Notice, just like any standard blues, I played the D pattern 2 times out the gate. then move to G one time and back to D one time, okay? So now we want to take it to the 5 chord, which is an A7, so it's the exact same shape, but moved up to the 5th fret, okay? And we're going to play the exact same thing, the first slice of it at A. Right? Then move it back to G and play the tail end of the riff. And what I mean by that is, I know you can see it on the tab, but what I mean by that is... All right, so once again, nice and slow from the A7 to the G7. Okay, and then we move back to the E7, or excuse me, the D7 sharp 9 to round it out, and we play this. So we're playing that second slice of the riff. Nice and slow again. And then we're going to hit an A7 chord again, the same one we just used, and we'll just do a little arpeggiation. And then you can start the whole thing over again, okay? So let me play that slowly from the A7 to the D7, or G7, excuse me, back to the D7 sharp 9. All right, so let's run the whole thing down nice and slowly. And for those of you who would like to play it up to tempo, here we go. So there you go with number 9 of the fun blues rock riffs to learn. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.